Hey there everyone, and welcome back to Corey Loses, where today we are once again continuing our Thrawn's Revenge Imperial Civil War 2.2 preview playthrough as the Empire. So, in the last episode, we worked our way up to the eastern border of what's left of New Republic space. So we got into Era 5, so Pellaeon is over here with this fleet. There is no real fleet here. It's that fleet that he was supposed to be with. So let's get you over here. Oh, it's paused. So let's get you guys over here and move you over here. I'm not sure if Tierce is in the Relentless or not. So I kind of want to check if this is accurate, because I think he is, but I'm not 100% sure. But there is one other thing we need to do before we start going here. So we do have the option to build one more hero right now. We have, where is he? We have Terran Rogris in the Dominion, a Bellator. So the Bellator, or the Dominion and the Megador, are two ships that were basically captured by the Empire when they were doing all the reunification stuff. They were Harsks beforehand, and there's not very specific information on what they were. So our sort of retcon for it has been that for 2.2, they're both going to be Bellators, but we're going with one being a Bellator and one being a Mandator once we eventually have the resources to do a proper Mandator. But for now, both Bellators, and they're available in Era 5. So, well, one of them is. In the Era-specific GCs, the Dominion and Megador are both there, and the progressive one is just going to be Rogris in the Dominion. So we're going to just basically go... Sorry. We're going to basically keep going west, and then at the end we're going to take those two planets that Xin still has up in the Antimeridian sector. So they took Rivester from us, and they still have Antimeridius itself, but we should be able to... I'm building up some extra forces up there in the northwest, or I guess that's not northwest at all, that's east. Northeast of here-ish. But yeah, so building up some extra forces so that we can go in with a full ground force after we take over all the
bombers standing by.
New Republic stuff.
Choose your reinforcements.
Well, let's see. Okay, it is proper.
Reinforcements cancelled.
Alright, so let's move up there a little bit more.
Receiving orders.
And
enemy forces ahead.
There. All open. I also did just finish earlier today the code to get Dala and Pellaeon to get Nighthammer and Reaper when they're supposed to in Era 5. So they're either going to be in Reaper or Chimera for Pellaeon, and for Dala it's either Gorgon or Nighthammer.
Ready for orders.
So that'll depend on whether Delvardis is dead for Dala and whether Kane is dead for Pellaeon. Alright, so we should be safe. That's just some Hapens. So we can jump Pellaeon in there.
Reinforcements cancelled. Moving to coordinates.
And for those of you who haven't seen it yet, there is a new post up for our next playthrough. It's going to be the challenge mode where we start with a single planet, and I'm only able to use units chosen by the viewers and patrons. So all the choices for those ships are up. For anyone who hasn't seen that yet and wants to get a ship into that, I'm going to do another briefing on it, I guess, when the playthrough starts. And then I'm going to take entries. I don't know why I can't talk right now. I'm going to take entries for the first 10 episodes. Patrons will be able to enter whenever. But so I've basically nailed down the format for that. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. It'll probably be something that takes a lot of playing with as we go through different playthroughs, but because if it goes well, I'd like to do it again in the future. But it could take some playing with the format. And yeah, these are transports back there.
Choose your reinforcements.
I think we're good to start getting in some other stuff. Let's get Indefatigable in here. Shin's vacuum cleaner. I'm just kind of hesitant to jump everything in case we need to do something about the Hapens.
Excellent shot.
So I want them to be able to, I want some of our extra units to be able to protect Pellaeon if needed.
Defender squadron reporting. Where'd he go? Interceptor squad reporting.
Alright.
Awaiting your orders. The lasers are our target.
He won't be around much longer.
Okay, you're starting to get in on easy boost, so
He's coming around.
it's not great.
Choose your
You know what, let's just drop in a ship here to
I'll take care of this.
see if we can take out any of these transports. Otherwise they are going to get away.
Reporting on target.
Who's this? Lollipop?
Pursuing enemy forces. He's headed your direction. Set. Get behind them.
Awaiting your command.
Have them now.
Alright, so most of those transports are probably going to get away. But that's not too bad. We didn't lose anything to Hapens. Easy Boost was taking a beating there at the end, but that's life. I've actually started using the background image for this as a desktop wallpaper thing, and I really like it. I'm fully enjoying just turning on one of my monitors with nothing on it and just letting it sit there. Especially, basically I have everything from my old apartment in just my bedroom here until I move back up to Ottawa. So I have what was my living room TV up as a third monitor above my actual desk, and I'll just leave the wallpaper open, and from across the room it looks really nice. I am thinking about trying to move. I was going to be moving in May, but then there was some issues with the building just being slow responding to stuff, and then weirdness. But so it looks like at this point I'm just going to wait until July. But kind of looking forward to just going back to my own space.
Advancing. Sensor node
Alright.
awaiting orders.
What's going up?
We've located the enemy.
It's over here. Just a mine.
Yes, sir. Squad, move out. Choose your reinforcements.
Get some artillery.
Coordinates.
We haven't really used any artillery in this.
Destination set.
I'd like to add another reinforcement point, like right here or something.
All right, men, take cover.
Get out of there.
Standing by. Roger.
Don't run at it.
Reporting. Target acquired.
Once we do more of the ground overhaul stuff, I want to add the rest of the AT-AT's weapons as actual active weapons too. Maybe once we do the art rework for it, or update. I don't know how much of a rework it'll be.
Yes, Commander.
Don't get stuck.
Destination set. Mauler ready.
You guys just stop
I've
it.
got them on scopes.
Get over there.
Reporting. On my way.
Ready. Walker moving to attack. Proceeding to
There we go.
target.
Ready. Commencing attack. Artillery online. Beginning short-range fire.
Time order. Copy. There they are.
I'd like to differentiate some of the ground effects a bit more too, because these guys have two different types of weapons, but it's kind of hard to tell because they look fairly similar.
Roll out. AT-AT ready.
I copy.
All right, now you guys hit that one. And
Reporting
you
in.
guys can get up here.
Right away, sir.
Because it's got the chin-mounted turbo laser and then also chin-mounted laser cannons.
Available. Construction.
You're really not helping.
Roger that. Squad,
Get
advance.
up there first. These all civilians? They are.
Yes, sir. Reporting in.
Form up. Move out. Right away.
I think there's only the two buildings here.
Sensor node
constructing.
I'm guessing one of them is like way over here then. They're all over there.
Roger that. Form up.
Construction complete.
Nope. That must be the what's it called?
Choose your reinforcements. At maximum unit
The shield, the power generator over there. If they're going to defend it that much. I don't remember what the layout of this map is. Well, I remember what the layout of the map is. I don't remember where some of the structure positions are.
Order.
So I do know this is a vanilla map.
Copy.
No, don't worry about the single civilian.
Awaiting orders. Moving to that area, sir. Heading out. Affirmative. Target confirmed.
I copy. On my way, sir. Form up. Moving to position. Targeting enemy. Ready. Deploying.
Copy.
Awaiting orders. Weapons ready.
I copy.
Reporting.
Reporting.
Yes, sir.
Order acknowledged.
turret
Copy.
constructing.
Weapons activated. Ready to
Bombardment
receive orders.
available.
Initiate attack run. Commence attack.
Don't do this.
Activating. Scanning for enemies.
Construction
Affirmative, sir.
complete.
Cannons charged. Attack. Ready for duty. Moving to coordinates.
It's another turbo laser. Don't have to worry about
Destination
that.
reporting. Fire. Coordinates. They are in my sights.
More T2s. Always my favorite.
Spread out, man.
Okay, just get over there.
In attack position. Yes, Commander.
Don't care about the
for command.
civilians.
Ready.
There's something in that little
Form up.
crevasse up there. Crevice.
AT-AT ready. Deploying
drop.
stormtroopers.
Reinforcements
Awaiting
cancelled.
orders. Initiate
That's all
sweep.
civilians. No one
Setting
cares.
course.
Moving to secondary position.
We're not that kind of empire anymore. Pellaeon's in charge.
Changing course.
Support order acknowledged.
Armored transport ready. Reporting in.
Aw, I was kind of hoping that would be the last
Order,
thing.
sir. Avoiding fire.
Sensor node constructing.
I really don't want you to go in there, but whatever. Okay.
Roger
Well, there's the
that.
power gen.
Walker moving out. Copy. Right away. Moving
We'll
out.
back you up.
Attack.
Moving to secondary position.
Bombing run available.
There we go. Alright. There's I2.
Planetary control
Cruiser here.
achieved.
Cruiser
Building
online.
under construction.
Cruiser
Awaiting your command.
Let's get this fleet in. They haven't done anything in a while.
Maneuvering.
Develop a core. And then you got nope. I keep wanting to not move that stack because Tierce is on the top.
Enemy fleet approaching.
Is Dala in her fleet yet? No.
Tactical battle imminent.
She's at Endor still. Okay, well that's nice. Raidu is being invaded as well. Alright, so we'll have to move some stuff onto the ground in Raidu. And maybe we'll have to go for these southern planets too. A bit faster. Because it looks like, well, they didn't have enough time to build up its Lewis fan. So I think there's 18 planets left. Or 17 at this point. I'm not sure how many ships these actually are. Because it could just be some buildup of other stuff. But there's at least some capital ships. Yeah, so there's at at least 2
Choose
capital
your
ships.
reinforcements.
I'm gonna bring in Pellaeon a little farther back.
Coming around.
Showdown.
Heading to destination.
Eagle. Get PSG in here too. And I'll leave the rest of the slots.
There they are. Blast them.
Alright, there's a bunch of Coronas again. Are you guys going to guard some transports? Yeah. Alright, we're starting to get into combat. Let's focus down our cry.
The lasers are our target.
Ready for command, sir.
You guys go for that
TIE
stuff.
squadron standing by. Form up. Bombs away.
Your command, sir.
Orders, sir.
Okay,
Commander.
you need to not go around.
Moving to coordinates.
Okay, Pellaeon, stop there.
Choose your reinforcements.
Move in. Enemies in range.
Narrowing position.
Let's get Buildcat in front of you. And... Donager off. Oh, nope.
Reinforcements canceled.
We're
Donager
moving
off on
out.
this side.
I'm on them.
Let's get
Reporting
him in there.
Our target priority is the laser
Going
cannons.
around.
I've got them in my sights. Bombs deployed.
Now let's try to focus on
The
some of the
lasers
nebula,
are
or the
our
nebulas, not some of the nebulas. There's
Roger
only
that. Order confirmed.
2 capital ships they have. Are they both nebulas? One in endurance. It's endurance.
Engaging the enemy. I'm on this one.
You are just in the least helpful position.
Heading to destination.
Oh well.
Form up. The missile launchers are the primary targets. We've lost the iron cannons.
Awaiting orders.
Nowhere to run.
Destroyer here.
Shields almost gone.
PACs are so strong.
Watch him. He's coming
Our engines are gone, sir.
Watch for enemy ships.
Our target priority is the laser cannons.
Especially against, that's, a lot of that is probably because it's against Praetors.
Copy. Our target priority is the
Command,
laser.
sir.
Okay, just stop. Just shoot whatever you can if you're gonna do that.
Move out.
Let's get another one out in front of Pellaeon.
Not much longer.
I copy.
Target critical. Commencing attack run.
Intercepting.
I copy.
About to be destroyed.
Ready for battle.
Squadron standing by.
Where'd he go?
Go for these B-Wings.
Eliminating target.
They have so many fighters, that's
Take out the iron cannons.
not helpful.
Ready for battle. Changing course to intercept.
Attack formation.
Roger that. He's headed your
Actually, go for the K-Wings first. You guys...
Star Destroyer standing
You are still... You're actually in a less helpful position than you were before.
Star Destroyer reporting in.
So I apologize for saying you were in a bad position earlier.
engaging the enemy. Tightening up.
Yes,
Scopes are
Commander.
jammed. Let's finish him. Gun them down. Unable to
Awaiting
shoot.
orders. Awaiting your orders.
Where are the others?
Awaiting your command.
I'm on this one.
We've got them on scope.
Shield's almost gone. Under control. Cover me now.
Nowhere to run.
Alright, Pre-Birds, try to help Gilad.
Taking fire.
Your command, sir.
Draw their fire.
Attack commencing. Commander, reporting in.
Watch him. He's coming around.
I have them now.
Roger that. Form up.
Alright, you're finally near a helpful
We shall be there
position.
shortly.
Form up.
Reporting.
It's getting shredded by all these bombers.
Waiting orders.
Even the E-Wings have
Acquiring
some sort
target.
of heavy munitions.
Attack formation.
We would have needed the fleet that has all the Lancers in this battle.
Roger that.
Even then, I think we'll actually be okay, but...
Destroyer here.
Intercepting.
Copied.
Returning to your position. I'll take care of this.
Our target priority is the laser cannons.
Closing on
Yes, sir.
target.
Bomber
Pursuing enemy
active.
forces.
Our primary engine system is down.
Copy. Advancing on
I
target.
copy.
Alright, let's actually get our Tonfalx over here, because they do have some anti-fighter.
Reporting.
Sir,
Right away. Star Destroyer standing by.
Yes, Commander.
Engaging the enemy.
Commencing attack
I'm on
run.
this one. He won't be around much longer.
Changing course to
Under
intercept.
control.
Star Destroyer reporting in.
Target critical.
Alright, rest in peace, Build Cat.
Acquiring
I
target.
copy.
All fighters attack.
Commander, they're
We're
hitting
being
us.
targeted.
Where'd he go?
Watch
Yes,
him. He's coming
Commander.
around.
Alright, so they'll probably try to retreat, yeah.
I'll take care of this.
I got him.
What an ugly moon.
He's about to be destroyed.
That is gross.
Excellent shot. He's headed your direction.
It's so flat. Alright. Let's get our ground forces. Oh, we lost an indefatigable as well.
Tactical battle
Oh,
imminent.
here it is. Oh, never mind. That's the... Okay, we definitely need to get that stuff down there. This is gonna be simpler. So I dropped the Sovereign pop cap down to 22 in the main build. We're gonna see how that goes for it. Because the main thing that the main problem it was having, it was getting focused because it had no support fleet. So we'll see how it does with that change. That gives you about 2 ISDs worth of extra slots. So I think that'll help it.
Lancer frigate ready.
Really like the new Lancer. More raids.
Moving out.
The enemy is approaching.
Choose your
Alright, this will be a
reinforcements.
simple one.
Take us out, full thrusters. Sovereign stands ready.
They will be taken care of.
Navigating to coordinate.
We shall be there shortly.
We await your command, my lord.
This more transports? Oh, I think these are just fighters doing their
Falling
own
out of
thing.
formation.
Do not believe there's any transports
Awaiting
down
your
there.
orders. Awaiting your command.
All gun crews reporting. En route. Proceeding. Moving out. En route. Proceeding. Moving out. En route. Proceeding. Gun batteries ready.
Narrowing position.
Draw their fire.
Tightening up.
Oh god.
Let's finish him.
A 4 secular fleet.
Getting a lock.
Your command, sir.
Flank speed.
I got one.
Commander.
Alright,
Attack.
doesn't matter. We win.
Advancing on target.
Maybe.
Coming back around for another run.
Sovereign stands ready.
All fighters
All
attack.
gun crews reporting. Gun batteries fire.
Intercepting.
Unless they're hiding in the
Closing on
nebula.
target.
Intensify laser fire.
That would be bad.
Engaging enemy.
This might be
Awaiting
bad.
orders.
Yeah, this is bad. Okay, never mind. But we have a bunch of Lancers out already. So it's seculars, they're carriers. Once the fighters are down, we would have been able to take out the precursor and the seculars. So not a big deal. What we do need to do before they actually get here.
Building started.
Star cruiser here.
Building started.
Cruiser online.
Here we go.
Cruiser online.
Cruiser reporting.
Building started. Tactical battle imminent.
Is it just the one thing? Like one company of... What? Why? Oh well. Alright, so once we defend here, we're going to take the ground on Vondark, and we'll probably even take the ground on Endor, where Dala is, and then we can sort of collapse from both sides. That'll be nice. This is actually the first episode I'm recording with my new video card, and I don't think you'll see too much of a difference in terms of the video from that, because it's Empire at War, but it really does make it render a lot faster, and I've been trying to play with some of the render settings
Yes, sir.
for the last few days, so hopefully
Scouting.
you'll start seeing a bit of a higher video quality, like even just the bitrate should be better. So in stuff
Ready to
like
go.
Total War
On my
or even
way.
Phoenix Rising, when it was harder to tell
Brigade standing
the
by.
color of the lasers,
Rolling
that
out.
shouldn't be an issue anymore. Let's get over there.
The enemy has been spotted. Armor ready. Charge. Just give me a target. Move into position.
Unit destroyed.
Damn.
Tank brigade.
Yeah, they just attacked with one thing.
We are victorious.
That's not smart. I guess because they evaluated it when I had the ground stuff in space, maybe? Either way. Problem solved. Now, can we finally
Departure vector set.
do this? And let's actually go
Brigade
for
standing by.
Endor. Is this the big round one? No, this is the base game one. Okay, so we did make a new Endor map, and I think it's used for some other planets right now. It's like a lake in the middle, and then the trees go around it. And then there's the bunker thing on the north side. But once we get this planet, once we have Endor taken with Dala, we'll go over to Bagura with her and Steel,
Invasion commencing.
and they can go down to Saijo, and then sort of move up towards Travelpicor, while this fleet over here will probably send them down to Belsavis after Vondark. We are on our way to victory.
Enemy unit sighted.
Awaiting orders. Let's move out.
Choose your reinforcements.
Advancing.
Oh, this is gonna...
Advance. Let's go.
Artillery plus Ewoks is not a good combination
Ready.
for us.
Right away.
At
Heading out.
maximum unit capacity.
You hit the ground with your one shot.
Reporting. Fire.
Yes, sir. There they are. Spreading out.
Yes, sir.
This map with this pop cap is too unforgiving, I think.
Open fire. Affirmative. Moving. Moving to fire. Providing covering fire. Targeting. Laying suppressive fire.
Not so much for the New Republic, because they do have the Ewoks, but for factions trying to kill the New Republic,
Destroyed.
In range.
Our
probably
base
too
is
much.
under attack. Unit destroyed.
I kind of want to set this landing zone to be 10. Or move some of the Ewoks just further away from the landing zone, because they're just so much overwhelming you at the start.
Planetary control achieved. Building started.
Alright, so let's go for Bakura.
Construction
online.
complete.
Cruiser online. Cruiser reporting.
Construction complete.
What's Vondark look like? This one... So there's a weird fog of war issue going on with this map right now, I believe. I think it's an edited version of Rogue. It's something involved with Rogue's new Mon Calamari map. So I think this and the Mon Cal map are being held off, not being included in 2.2, and then we're going to figure out what's going on with the fog of war, and then we'll put them in 2.3 if we're able to figure that out. It's kind of disappointing. I know Rogue worked hard on it, but it's
Invasion
a really weird issue. And come on.
Look,
There
sir,
we go.
it's them.
Yeah, see?
Reporting in.
Then you zoom back in and it's fine. Which I think it's something to
Keep
do with
going.
like the nature of weather settings, but it's hard to say. Because it's a fairly dark map.
This way.
So like something weird is happening.
Sensor node
Roger that.
constructing.
But we'll just
Construction
follow the path
complete.
here.
Over there. Moving out. Advancing.
We secured a landing zone.
All right, men, take cover.
Are there any build pads around here? Yes, there
Squad,
are.
move out. Right away, sir.
It's still very dark even if you don't.
Turret constructing. Turret constructing.
Yeah, you're still aiming for the stormtroopers, which is not a good idea for V-wings.
Warm up.
Choose your reinforcements.
Moving to destination.
Setting course.
On my way, sir. Inputting coordinates.
I was hoping we didn't have to deal with the other vehicles yet. Oh well.
Unit destroyed. Reinforcements cancelled.
Awaiting orders.
Unit destroyed.
Firepower.
Bombing run
Scanning area.
available.
Engaging enemy. Form up. As you wish, General.
Now their own artillery.
Unit destroyed.
Moving out.
Alright, we'll have to go
My
from
way.
farther back with other stuff.
Yes.
Awaiting
Base
your
is
orders.
under attack.
Always ready, sir. On the move. Ready.
Bombing run cancelled.
Bomber standing
Unit destroyed.
Commencing bombing run. Copy. Commencing bombing run.
Ready for your orders, sir.
Advancing. Target locked. Affirmative. Scouting area. Awaiting orders.
Battalion standing by.
We're likely going to need a lot of ATAA just because there's so many V-wings at this point.
Copy.
The mercenary outfitter.
Squad, advance.
But the ATAAs are not great at AA right now because of the
Roger that. Spread out, men.
way their turrets aim. Or how slow their projectiles are,
We're
rather.
ready.
Sensor node constructing.
We'll get that going.
Our base is under
Form up.
attack.
There we go.
Construction
We'll
complete.
cover you.
I'm going to get the other stuff to go in front. We're going to get up to the next build pad we can.
Bombardment
Let's
available.
move out.
Providing backup.
Keep going.
Right behind you.
That is so weird.
Repair station
Ready.
constructing. Sensor node constructing.
Reporting.
But we'll get this stuff repaired.
Activating.
I got you.
Coordinates. Roger that. This way.
Turret constructing.
Form up.
Yes, sir.
Awaiting orders.
I definitely want to reduce, if it hasn't been done already, whatever makes the NRAI want to build V-wings so much. It's pretty annoying.
Bombing run available.
Bomber squadron reporting.
That a sensor? Oh, that was a sensor.
Initiate bombing run.
Alright, one of you
Move out.
Target
get back
locked.
there. And the rest of you
Awaiting orders. Right
get
away.
up more.
Come
Oh,
on,
there's
men, this
the
way.
power gen.
Affirmative, sir.
Okay, we'll just get the sensor array,
Moving to coordinates.
and we'll be able to use artillery a bit better.
Sensor array.
Yes, Commander. On the way. Attack!
Copy. Deploying.
Reporting.
Turret constructing.
Alright.
Construction complete.
I copy.
Yes, Commander. Moving out. Lead the way. Open fire. Support order acknowledged.
Well, there we go.
Ready to receive orders.
And let's get you over here. We'll get another one of those. Actually, yeah, there's only the one V-wing left, but just in case it flies down here.
Turret constructing. Construction complete.
Ready for orders.
The enemy has been defeated.
Here we go. There's Von Dark. Should be getting into
System control achieved.
Endor momentarily.
Mauler
Let's go
ready.
for Sluis
Tactical
Fan.
battle imminent.
Oh, there's Bakura, not Endor, Bakura.
Construction
Transmission received.
complete. Constructing.
I kind of want
Construction complete.
more heavy vehicles for this army.
Vehicle in production.
Here we go. And let's get a
Construction
bit more scouting
complete.
going on.
Cruiser reporting.
Why can't I? Oh, there's two. Cal. And let's check out Belsavis.
Mauler ready.
Construction complete.
Course approved.
Construction complete.
No space station here. So I think we should be able to take this and maybe one other planet before we're out. Actually, no, we're 36, so... Generally, later on in the series, it's okay to do a little bit longer, but the the bigger problem is usually hard drive space at this point, especially recording at higher bit rates and stuff. So I've got to play around a bit more with that before I feel safe going super long with this.
Bombers at the ready.
All right, looks like 4 Bothan assault cruisers.
Choose your reinforcements.
Comlink active.
Inbound.
There, yeah, no station. So
Right away.
let's send in the stuff that's weak to them if they were more numerous.
Reinforcements en route.
That's always a good strategy.
Heading
You
out.
guys in there.
Capacity.
Thrawn reporting.
You guys want to help me out here?
That's actually the sinister. So the Sinister Triumvirate on the Relentless. They had the Thrawn, Thrawn Imposter. So it's one of the few places where reusing the Thrawn VO wasn't just because we didn't have other VO. It's because they were actually pretending to be Thrawn. If you've ever read Vision of the Future and Spectre of the Past, the Hand of Thrawn duology,
Complete.
which is also where the Empire of the Hand sort of came
Tactical
from.
battle imminent.
Oh no. Well, hold on. Let's
Easier than the Kessel Run.
Transport cleared.
get over there before they can do anything.
Constructing unit. Vehicle cancelled.
And let's go. I'm kind of thinking about cutting them off by taking these 3 planets here first. So Belsavis and whatever the other 2 are. That way they can't get into the southern section and they can't get out of the western section either. And that'll cut it into just 2 sections of 4 or 5 planets.
Invasion
Because they're
commencing.
not going to be a huge threat either way, but I definitely want to go back and touch up this map. I like the map in principle, and I think Rogue did do a few other edits to it, but actually I'm not sure about that part. He may have done.
Right away.
Choose your reinforcements.
Destination set.
Order acknowledged.
Moving to that area, sir.
It's definitely one of the ones that's still
We
lacking
secured a landing zone.
Ready.
some of the landing
Heading
points,
out.
or some of the build
Support
pads and
priority.
stuff.
Fallout troops. Incoming! Let's move out. Let's go.
Actually, no.
Keep going. This way. Over there.
infantry can get in far enough to
New
actually just
coordinates.
take them out without worrying about it.
AT-AT ready. Fallout troops.
Alright, so let's go through there.
Unit destroyed.
Nope, I didn't think I sent you that far up.
Let's roll.
Oh well.
Attack.
Unit destroyed.
Ready.
My bad.
Armored transport ready. Let's
So
move
their
out.
two structures are turbo laser.
Reporting in.
Roger.
Okay, get up there a bit
Bombing
more.
run available.
Roger that. Initiate attack run.
Right away, sir.
Initiate bomb.
Roger that. Let's go.
They're never on the map long enough to tell
Keep
us what
going.
they're
We'll
initiating
check it out.
when you're on fast forward.
This way.
Reporting in. Squad, advance.
Form up. Attack that target.
Sensor node constructing. Construction
Where's
complete.
that? Oh, an ion cannon. So there's literally nothing else here.
Awaiting your orders. Over there.
Roger that.
Choose your reinforcements.
Heading out.
We've
Just get
secured
stuff
a
that's
landing
faster.
zone.
Okay, so it is the old model for that,
Move out.
the chariot. Which
Sensor
there's been
node
a picture posted on Mon Database, the new one for
Construction complete.
a couple weeks. I think
Right away.
a week and a half now.
Moving to that area, sir. Heading out.
Alright, so we should be safe to just
Acknowledged.
find what we're looking
Destination
for at
set.
this point.
Form up.
That's going to be
On
dead.
my way.
I'm not sure what it is though.
Moving out. Right away.
We
Oh,
are
there we go.
victorious.
Oh, specialist. Nice.
System conquered.
You know what?
Construction
Let's go
complete.
for. Let's go for Belsavis first.
Tactical battle
We're gonna be
unit.
over there. Oh, last resort and lollipop. Sorry about that.
Firing main thrusters.
So we've got the scout heading over there. I'm gonna rebuild those guys in our eastern front.
We can do that.
Mauler ready.
Building under
Guys
construction.
going
Constructing.
and
Construction complete.
Vehicle
Unit
in
in
production.
production.
anything that died, we're just gonna get ready for our final offensive. All right. So I think we will just have time to get Belsavis, and then we'll have to end the episode there. It doesn't look like, because the specialist was the top of their stack that was showing for the ground battle there, or for the ground level, ground mode. So I don't think we'll have too much else there either. There was an issue where the water level on Belsavis was way too high. So I don't know if that maps... I don't think I've copied over the maps, the changed maps in a while for this build. So it might still be an issue where stuff would like
Awaiting orders.
shoot straight up because it thought it was underwater.
Squadron moving out. Bombers.
Been getting a lot of raids this episode too.
We've come across enemy units.
All right.
Choose your reinforcements.
Are these not escorting anything? They're not. I think they're just trying to hide them.
Moving out. Heading out.
Reinforcements en route.
Yeah, there's no... I can't see any transports, so...
Admiral Thrawn reporting.
Can you give me a hand with this?
Okay, just focus down the station.
Copy.
Attack. Squad, move in.
Do you have something to
And they're
report?
probably going to try to retreat.
Let's go.
Let's focus down all the
How much
engines.
longer?
And...
Engines are malfunctioning.
It's a Rider Raid fleet.
Getting a lock.
They have Tartans.
Pursuing enemy forces. Target critical.
Locking.
And we do have Vermel for anti-fighter.
Stay in formation.
Engaging the enemy.
Let's do it.
Reporting in.
I'm on this one.
Behind them.
Under control. I got him. Watch him. He's coming around. Returning to your
Roger that.
position.
Enemies in range.
I'll take care of this.
Come on, you, please retreat.
He's headed your direction. Open fire. Lock. Narrowing
No.
position.
I copy.
Alright.
Target locked.
Closing on target.
Attack that target.
They did quite a lot of damage to the shields of Thrawn's Revenge here.
I'm ready. Eliminating target.
Oh, Vermel,
All power to the
Enemy
engine.
forces.
get out of there.
Tightening up.
Attacking target. Target.
It's gonna cancel it, isn't it?
Retreat
No, they're still...
abort.
Oh my god.
Go after them.
Did.
The lasers are our target.
Alright, well, let's turn around here.
Regroup for another attack.
You got... No, you're not gonna help? Not sure why they're stuck there.
Kill.
It says they want to kill Pellaeon.
I've got him.
Can you give me a hand with this? I got a bad feeling about this. On it. Let's take him out, Chewie.
Well, you
have
got... You're
any of
actually
my
going
skills?
for... This. This is not good. Oh
I
well.
already have a plan.
Fix him. Real good.
I have calculated the possibilities.
Form up. Moving out.
Okay, you two go for that one.
Taking him out.
Sir,
Engaging the enemy. I'm on this one.
Destroyer here.
I am available.
They're in range.
Copy. Fire.
Oh, well, now they actually want to come at us.
I copy.
Full speed.
Rip Vermel.
What is your
Let's
analysis?
go. Bring them on.
My scopes are jammed.
Reporting. Heading out.
Corvette heroes are just so useless. Like, they're in for story purposes usually, but there's not even that much... Like, there's not any story related to them yet. They're just sort of there
Star
for
Destroyer
lore.
standing by.
I'd like to be able to do stuff
Attacking
to
the
make them,
lasers.
like, be worth keeping around.
Reporting.
The most obvious one for that, though, is Niles Farrier being able to use the boarding abilities. So he can't do that right now, but I think that's
Fire
something we'd
at will.
like
Star
to do with him.
Destroyer reporting in.
Choose your position wisely.
Yes, Commander.
Alright, there we go.
Commander, they're hitting You are in need of my expertise?
Awaiting orders. Open fire.
So there's Belsavis. Been more of a problem than it should have been just because of the raid fleet, but rip Vermel. Your weird face.
AT-AT
way.
ready.
Belsavis. And then we'll still have Trevapakor and Bakura that we're over. Which is the Bakura map? Yeah, I think I'm gonna auto-resolve this because I don't love that map. I'm not sure if it's the edited one or not. So we'll probably lose a lot of these units, but I think we're gonna mostly focus on the one with Navette as our main ground force. So I'm not that concerned about the stack of ATPTs.
Invasion commencing. System conquered.
There we go. And
Building under construction.
nope,
Constructing.
there.
Receiving location.
Not super important. But let's go in
Ready to
on
go.
Belsavis. I can't remember if you can go through the middle of the map or not. I don't think you can. It's actually basically a pretty much straight line of planets they have here. two little clusters of two, but other than that, it's a line. So we'll have a pretty good control over their borders. I mean, we have pretty good control over everything they do at this point. But want to make sure I'd say keep as many Imperials alive for the rest of the playthrough as we can, but let's be honest, I don't value their lives, so get as many Imperials killed as we can.
Awaiting orders. Choose your reinforcements.
Order acknowledged.
Are there any build pads around our...
Fallout troops.
There's
move
one.
out.
Oh.
Let's go. Turret
They're in this
constructing.
direction.
Construction complete.
Awaiting orders. Order acknowledged.
Copy. Keep going.
Yeah, so this pond's water level was way up above the map. Not fantastic.
Copy. Heading out. Fallout.
I want to say this was the last map
Let's
that
move out.
Enceladus did before he had to leave the team, too. It's around there. I think it was the last one, too. It's one of the few team members that I have met outside of the internet, or like in real life.
I copy. Bombing run available. Over there.
Yes, sir. Commencing bombing run.
We secured
My way, sir.
Initiate bombing run.
Moving to destination.
our base is under attack.
Fire.
Enemies in
Open
range.
fire. Attack that target. Attacking target.
Alright, we can just walk up to the base at this point.
Let's go.
It's over there. They're going to be protecting that, even though there's nothing there.
I copy. Standing by. Right away.
You guys go...
Fire!
You can hit that. And I'll send the AT-ATs
Proceeding to
straight in.
Reporting.
Now that we have shields back on those, I'm going to try to send them after the T2s.
Fire at will.
And XR-5s come in.
Right
Some sentry
away.
tanks.
Reinforcements canceled.
Inputting coordinates.
One of the things with the challenge mode is that... oh, that's a lot more T2Bs than I thought.
Targeting.
Is that even the ground units are going to be named. So we're only going to be using named ground and space units, so everyone gets a ground unit and a space unit.
Over there. Moving to fire.
And that should be starting probably next week,
In line sight.
right after the release.
Destroyed.
Reporting.
Alright, you guys head in.
Ready.
Unit destroyed.
You can stop there. May as well deploy you while we're waiting for other stuff.
Unit destroyed.
I wonder if we can hit both of these, if we can destroy both of these. I think we're going to destroy this one for sure. There's more in the line of fire. This one... Okay, that's nice.
On my way, sir. Walker moving out.
Reporting.
You guys head over here. And AT-ATs go in.
Yes, Commander. Affirmative, sir. Attacking target.
I did mention in the last episode too, I think, but the specialists have been removed for 2.2, and then we'll figure out how we want to handle them for 2.3.
Yes, sir.
We're probably going to work them back into squads, so they're not their own units. I'm not even sure if we ever did a release like that, where they were in the squads. I know we had it set that way for a while in 2.2. I'm not sure if it was like that in 2.15. But anyways, that is going to do it for today's episode, so thanks for watching, everyone. Hoping you're enjoying the playthrough so far. And our next episode will be tomorrow, where we're going to continue trying to take over probably these 4 planets here, probably up to, like, from Utapau to Mustafar. So, a nice Revenge of the Sith episode. And then we'll probably have one more episode after that. So thanks again for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye, everyone.